not just having empathy, understanding what others feel, but it's acting on that. It's having that empathy really affect who you are as a person and the choices that you make every day. And I think that the person I'm about to give this award to has compassion and that ability to make choices based on what other people might be feeling, just coming out of your ears. So much compassion. And she shows compassion to the fictional characters who we meet in the books that we read, the stories that we come across. She cares deeply about what happens to the characters, and she expresses concern and empathy and deep, strong feelings about what those characters might be going through. And she shares those feelings with the class in a way that helps us understand the text that we're reading better. She shows compassion with her friends. She works so hard to make sure that her friends are happy, that if there's ever a problem, that she understands why it happened. And there are hardly ever problems that she has with her friends, but if there ever is one, she wants to understand why it happened and exactly what went on, so she can make sure she can solve it in a really meaningful way. She shows compassion with our whole class community. She's very eager and anxious to make sure that our class is earning as many minutes of preferred activity time or PAT as possible. And she wants our whole class community to have the most fun as we possibly can together. And she shows that, she works towards that with her great behavior in class, but she also expresses that with her very sensitive and mature suggestions in our class agenda book about how our class can improve to work better together and how we can be the best community possible. And finally, she shows compassion even with me. Sometimes that she might ask me, oh, Ms. Applecross, how are you today? And she might notice if I seem a little tired or if I seem a little out of sorts, and she's always the first to ask if I'm okay, and it makes me feel really good inside. And I know that she gives that feeling to everyone she meets. I also was really touched to see that her brother won the Compassion Award earlier this week, because I know it's a trait that runs in the family. And so Fiona Oliver, come on up. My second award this morning is for ingenuity, and I'm very excited to give this one out as well. The student I'm thinking of this morning, who I'd like to share his ingenuity, he shows it in many